Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome into today's video. My name is Gabe Bowling, the founder of the Deal Room community alongside of my wife. If you're watching this video, that means you have raised your hand or you've shown some interest in potentially joining the Deal Room community. Now, in today's video, my goal is to give you clarity on exactly what the Deal Room community is, who it's for, because let me tell you right now, it is not for every single person in the entire world that's looking to do deals. We're looking for a very specific profile of people, how the deal room works, and most importantly, has it actually worked for others? Yes, I've bought a lot of real estate. Yes, I've been able to personally create financial freedom through multifamily. That is awesome. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you how I did it. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how other people are doing it as well inside of the community. I've been able to see people change their lives through forming relationships with people inside of our community, the deal flow that comes from it, being able to raise money from investors inside of it. There are so many different reasons on why people join the community, and that's why we've gotten so much attention in the last year. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump in. Now, my goal by the end of the video is for you to understand exactly how the deal room can help you bridge the gap between where it is that you're currently at and where it is you're looking to go. We have people that want to create personal financial freedom for themselves, making 10 to 20 grand a month through small multifamily deals. We have people that want to build a big private equity business and buy 100 to 200 unit deals and everything in between. So diving into it, before we jump into the specifics, it's always important, like my wife and I have invested $50,000 or more into personal development, mentorship, getting around the right people, and that's ultimately what takes you to the next level. It's so important that whenever you make these investments, you have to make sure that the person or the group that you're investing with is done what it is you want to do or actively doing it. So it's super important for you to know that I am an active practitioner of multifamily investing. So let me tell you that if we can figure it out and do it over a long period of time, anybody can create success inside of multifamily. Now, I grew up in the middle class. My dad's a Green Beret in the military. My mom's the best stay-at-home mom in the entire world. I was on the path of go to school, get a degree, fit in, play sports, be good, don't get into too much trouble. And as long as you get a job and make 100 grand a year, you're going to be good. For me, that wasn't really, what I wanted. I met my wife very early on at 19, turning 20, and that's really where we started to go through our personal development phase of like listening to Ed Milet, Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, who I ended up going and working for. And we heard Gary V say, be willing to give up your 20s to live the best life and on after you're 30. And that's what we've done. We started at the age of 20. I got my first job at Marcus & Millichap. I worked there for free for a year, and then I ended up going and working for well-known real estate investor and billionaire Grant Cardone and Cardone Capital. That's where I got my first real stint of private equity, raising money, doing syndications, and doing the whole real estate thing. And that's where I got trained. I ended up raising $100 million there at Cardone Capital, and then I shortly broke off in 2022. We took the biggest risk of our entire life, quit making 200 grand a year, working for a billionaire, going to zero, all for this possibility of creating success. And I can tell you, during the decision-making process, it was the toughest thing that we had ever done. 3 years later, I can tell you it has been the best decision that we made, and that's typically how these things go. So hopefully that gives you a good background on how you can literally go from just broken middle class mentality, have nothing going for you, and completely 180 change your entire life over a fairly short period of time. Then just so you can actually see the deals with the addresses and everything. Real estate, you can't fake it. That's what I love about it. Since 2022 all the way up to 2025, we've been able to go from 0 to over 337 units and 0 to over $50 million of assets under management. And the cool thing to point out here is of the 4 deals that we've done, 2 of them have actually been deal room community partnerships. So something that's extremely different for our community versus a lot of the other big gurus that we compete against is they're too big to care. And we are heavily incentivized to partner with the best partners and the best deals that come across our community across the entire country. So I am heavily incentivized for you to go through our training, get trained, underwrite the deals, use our one-on-one support for the underwriting, find the deal, and then bring it to the table. We have the investors there that are looking for home run deals. This Missouri portfolio, I raised $1.3 million for with Bryant. And then most recently, the second deal, Villas at Stone Ridge, we closed a couple months ago. Noah joined the community, got trained, went through the support, found a home run deal, and then brought it to me. And we closed, and I raised all the money, helped sign on the loan, and we're now operating this thing together. So that's the background on who I am. Hopefully you can start to see where we become different in comparison to all the other big people that are just simply too big to care. And it doesn't matter if you create the success or not. So not only did I just show you that I am actively, doing deals, and it's important that you're learning from somebody that's doing deals, but what about the people that actually join the deal room community? Are they doing deals and are they changing their life? That's what I think is most important. So here's the stats to date. In 2024, wrapping up going into 2025, we have 212 active members. Most of them, by the way, have a net worth of over $1 million or have some type of real estate investing experience, whether it's single family, duplexes, fourplexes, wholesaling, flipping, like you name it, we have those members. That's who we're looking for. We have an underwriting support team where we actively meet with you one-on-one and we help you underwrite your deals and we make sure that you're doing it correctly. We've underwritten this year alone over $800 million of volume, over 126 deals submitted to our underwriting team. That correlated into what's referred to as taking action in the business, which is submitting offers. If you're not submitting offers, there is a 0% chance that you will make money investing into deals. Of the offers that were submitted, we ended up closing with addresses, and I'm going to show you a couple of the deals, over $76 million of multifamily closed in 2024 collectively between all of the members inside of our community. That is what matters the most. Can we train you? Yes. Do we have the investors? Yes. Do we have deal flow? Yes. Do we have the support? Yes. Do we have everything that it takes for you to do a deal? Yes. What matters the most is, does it work? And I can tell you with confidence, it does. Now, just to show you, again, I'm a big show don't tell guy. This is a perfect example of what most people are going to be starting with inside of multifamily. You're not going to do a big 200 unit deal to begin. You'll likely start with 5 to 50 units in your backyard where you can personally make $500,000 to $1 million of profit on your very first deal. Perfect example with one of our top members, Eldre, which if you want to listen to the entire story, we did a podcast together. Just go look for it. This is a 10-unit deal. He bought it in Ocala, Florida for $975,000, renovated it for $200,000. So he's all the way in for $1.2 million. It's worth, and he's already gotten offers for over $1.8 million. That's a $600,000 profit in one deal, and he did it in 1 year. Now that is a life-changing amount of money, and that is the perfect type of deals that people are doing inside of the community. Now, if you already have a little bit of experience and you're looking to do bigger deals, we do big deals too. This was a 152-unit portfolio that was seller financed off market, bought for $7.75 million. I raised a lot of money for it. We ended up investing $2 million into it, and it will be worth over $16 million. That's a $6 million profit that we'll split with the investors. So hopefully it's good for you to actually see these deals that get done inside the community. Now, jumping into who is the community for, I really break it out between two types of people. We have the deal maker or the finder of the deal. There's a subset. You can be the experienced person that you've already done a couple of deals and you'll run point on it and the project to follow. Or you might be brand new, you might have no money and you're looking to break into the business and you're like, how can I fit into these deals? It's going to be through finding them, getting trained, underwriting, going out, doing the sweat equity and all the hard work to find a home run deal where you could be paid 25 to 50 grand for a finder's fee, or you could get equity inside of these deals. So that's one of the two buckets that we define inside the community. The second bucket is the investors. This is what makes the deal room so much better than most communities, is because you typically join, it's a bunch of people that are brand new that all want to do the same thing, but nobody has the money to actually do these deals. We target investors that are looking for deal flow. These are business owners, these are high income W-2 employees, executives that make a couple hundred grand a year, high income salespeople that are doing very well, that have money, but they don't have too much time. They join, they get trained, they need to know what a good investment is and understand how to vet out an operator. That way they can invest their money and grow it and hit the goals that they want as an investor versus the deal finder and going out and trading time for money. Those are the two types of profiles that you will run into inside of the community. Now, jumping into exactly what the Deal Room community is, we're going to just show you the inside of the platform, but just to give you a highlight, the main bulk of it is our bi-weekly Zoom calls. So every single Tuesday and every single Wednesday, I am meeting live with our community. We're doing networking, we're training, and then every single week on Wednesday, we look at deals, whether it's a live review, meaning we're just looking at it for sale right this second, or if it is a live pitch where you can find a deal, you put it under contract, and you're raising money from the investors inside of our community. We're doing that every single week, twice a week of the entire year. Now, for everything else that you see on the screen, I'm actually going to show you on the inside of our platform. So you get access to the vault, which is over 200 hours of content, our underwriting tools, the investor networking, the underwriting support, and then the 2 in-person masterminds as well. Let me just show you the inside of the platform. So we use a platform that's called Circle. It operates very similar to like a Facebook, but everything is under one roof. So like for instance, you're inside the Inner Circle toolbox. You have access to all of our SOPs that we share internally. You have access to an LOI template, due diligence checklist, a deal pipeline tracking sheet. So that way, whenever we do our check-in calls, we can make sure that you're staying very active. And then most importantly here, we have 3 different underwriting models. We have a basic worksheet where you can get trained and like learn the fundamentals. We have a 5-minute tool where it can give you a very quick number on what price you could pay. And then the advanced underwriting model is the holy grail on how we vet out every single number in the underwriting. This is just the toolbox that you get access to whenever you join. Now, I mentioned the vault. This is what it is on the inside, just so you can see over 204 hours of content. This is every single call that we've done over the last couple of years running these bi-weekly Zooms. For example, if you wanted to see the last 28 unit deal that we did, from the minute that Noah pitched the deal live to the Wednesday call, this was an hour-long call, all the way through closing it, going under contract, raising the money live from our investors, the due diligence overview, the hurdles that we ran into it, what happens when we closed, and then even post-closing, the operations that take place in these deals. There is an 8.5-hour long movie for you to go through. And that's just one section of the entire thing. So I'll let you kind of just peek. There's 200 hours. You're not required to go through all of it. It's now like a restaurant menu or like the Netflix version of multifamily education. Here's tons of deals that we've looked at over the last couple of years, the markets, locations, pitches, or reviews. You will be able to go through and tear this apart. There's so much gold for education on the inside of this. Now, the biggest thing that makes us different is our ability to service. Our support and back-end system is ridiculously amazing in comparison to a lot of the other ones that we compete against. One of the biggest things that make us different is our one-on-one support side. We have 2 underwriters on our team. We meet with about 10 to 20 different deal reviews every single week, and a lot of them get passed over to me. So for instance, if you go online and you're going through the training and you learn and you find a deal, you're like trying to implement it now, and you find a deal, you underwrite the deal with our tools and the tutorial videos. All right, so now that you have a better understanding of exactly what the Deal Room community is, what the purpose of it is, who it's for, and how it works, and then seeing the deals that we've actually closed, now I want to move into the investment. What's it going to take for you to be able to join the community and to have access to everything? Again, the one-on-one underwriting support, the ability to pull CoStar data so you can go off market, be able to schedule one-on-one calls with our coaches, our bi-weekly Zoom calls where we do networking, training, and live deal reviews every single week, twice a week throughout the entire year. You have the ability to make posts and ask questions and network and actually learn and provide value to everybody else inside the community. You'll have access to our Inner Circle toolbox with all of the SOPs, LOI templates, checklist, and most importantly, the underwriting models for you to actually take action. You'll have access to the vault, which again has over 200 hours of content, absolute gold mine, along with 3 other of our educational programs that you get access to. And most importantly, you'll be a part of a community with other like-minded individuals that are in all walks of life, making money tons of different ways, doing tons of different things inside of multifamily. And my goal with it is for you to be able to find partners, your lenders, your brokers, your deals, to find everything that you need to create the life that you want inside of multifamily. And my goal with this is for this to be the last real estate community that you'll ever have to consider joining. So jumping into the actual investment and what it takes to jump into the community, for lifetime access, we have two different options. If you're able to take care of it all up front at one time, just like a real estate transaction, if you can move with speed and you can pay all cash, you'll get a discount from $12,000 for lifetime access down to $10,000. And again, it includes everything: the biweekly Zoom calls, the training, the support, the networking, pitching deals to investors. Now, if you're not able to take care of it all up front, it's okay. We're in real estate, we're getting creative is necessary. We have two pre-approved plans right now. We have a 3-pay option, which is 3 payments of $4,000 each month until it's paid off in full, or you can do 4 payments of $3,000. These are already approved, ready to go, and you can join, you can get started, and we'll do our one-on-one onboarding call immediately. Now, something you don't see on the screen is the cost of doing nothing, which costs zero. So you save all of the money that you would otherwise invest to get into a community, but taking no action and getting no education and getting no mentorship and having no guidance and having no network, you're going to lose out on so much opportunity cost. You have no idea. And if you just switch the framework, like if you're committed to doing multifamily deals, you're going to need a team. You're going to need investors. You're going to need mentors. You're going to need people that have done it before. You're going to need accountability, somewhere to show up. If that's you and you want to create success inside a multifamily, then you have an option. You can go at it alone, not join a community, and save $10,000, which, by the way, isn't going to really go that far in real estate. But you risk going into a bad deal where you could lose hundreds of thousands or go into debt hundreds of thousands and raise money and lose their money, which is a great risk. It's going to take way longer to get trained and develop relationships with brokers that actually trust you and actually want to do a deal with you, because you are considered a newbie in real estate and they can tell. And then whenever it comes time to raise money for a deal and you have no track record, no experience to leverage, and you're doing it alone, good luck. I say all of these things out of tough love because I see so many people, they're super interested. They're like, man, I want to do it, but I just can't justify investing $10,000 into myself. I look at it very simply. Like, you can go after and try it alone. You're just going to keep hitting the same brick walls that I know you're going to run into anyways. Or you could just make the investment, join the community, get started. The sooner you get started, the sooner you get into a deal. So what are the next steps? You went through the entire demo. You understand exactly what the deal room community is. You understand the investment that it's going to take to get into the deal room. You might have a couple additional questions on how it pertains to your specific situation. That's completely fine. We have an entire team for that. All you have to do is book a call with our team. Or if you're ready to go and you're looking to take action and you want to get in so we can get you networking, trained, and we can do our one-on-one onboarding call so we can put you in the right path, then somewhere around this video, you'll see a link where it can take you to the checkout page. All you have to do is make the decision on which package you want to go with. Again, it's up to you. If you're a real estate investor like me, you're likely just going to get it out of the way so you don't have to think about it and it doesn't hit you in 30 days from now. You just want to take care of it and you want to get a deal for doing it. You might want to consider just doing the paid in full option for the $10,000. So with that being said, if you have any questions, all you have to do is book a call with my team, or if you're ready to go ahead, make the investment. You'll get immediate access to everything. And I can't wait to see you on our onboarding call. Thank you very much, and I will see you inside.